Perhaps she's the one for your experimental treatment.
Tell me about the first time you can remember being beaten by your father.
It excited me.
Are we running? Okay. Kira's quick. That was, wow. Always a pleasure to see you. Here we are under the Venice sunshine. It was quite an interesting movie. We said before the interview, it's very well written and it's not an easy subject matter.
Yeah.
Did you think that when you were reading the book, were you familiar with Jung and Spielrein and...
No, I'd never heard of Spielrein, and I mean, obviously I'd heard of Jung and Freud, but I'd never read any of their work. I didn't really know. I didn't even realise what a huge part of our culture it still is.
Yeah.
You know, how it was a revolution. I didn't know any of that. You know, so I got sent the script and just thought, wow, this is fascinating.
And how is your little Russian patient?
There was the most dramatic improvement, certainly.
If you ever want to take the initiative, I live in that building there.
Are there characters that you enjoy acting more than others?
Yes, I mean, there are always ones that this was sort of completely fascinating. You know, I found it so rewarding. I think it's been one of the most rewarding experiences that I've had in my career because it was so difficult, you know. So I suppose, yes, this is a particular favourite. But I think, you know, you fall in love with all of them, you have to.
It's true. No, absolutely. You can't take sides because, you know, it's points of view.
No,
and points
exactly.
Of view
And I think that's what's interesting, that's what I love about my job. You know, it's about seeing the world through somebody else's eyes and trying to understand. And particularly this one, there's some really difficult... There was nothing that linked us. It was completely different. So it was terribly interesting trying to sort of see the logic in that world.
Don't you think we ought to stop?
Do you want to stop?
Well, you haven't tackled easy roles in the last few years. Do you think that that these roles you could have done 10 years ago, or you had to mature as an actress to be able to tackle them?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I never went to drama school, so I had no idea how to prepare a role. And on films, normally, you know, you turn up and you do it, so you never see anybody else, how they prepare a role, how it works. I think I always had pretty good instincts, but I pretty much survived on that. There wasn't any technique behind it. And, you know, fortunately, through the people that I've worked with and through the experiences that I've been able to have, I think, yeah, I've learned a lot and had to learn a lot. And wanted to learn a lot, you know. I want to keep progressing, and sometimes it will work and sometimes it won't work. But I think it's always got to be interesting, otherwise, what's the point?
Is it the right impression that you're one of these actresses? I mean, in the beginning, the career happens to you, but then at some point you have to hold it and just orient it towards something you want to do?
Yeah, you have to shape it. I mean, you can never completely shape it because you never really know what's going to work and what isn't. You know, I mean, you can pour your heart and soul into something and for some reason it doesn't work. It is a collaborative medium, you know, and it requires everybody being on the same page and everybody being fired up. So when it does work, it's like a miracle and it's amazing.
Thank you so much. They're wrapping me up, but it's always great talking to you.
Sometimes you have to do something unforgivable just to be able to go on living.